boy Mikey Williams is back. He enrolled at Sacramento State, and they quietly building a powerhouse over there. They got Shaqir O'Neal. You know, his pop, Shaquille O'Neal, is the general manager of basketball operations. You got Mike Bibby as the head coach. Bobby Jackson is the assistant coach. And you know that NIL money is going crazy over there. This basketball team is eating good, living good, and hopefully they finna be playing good. But we know one thing. They ain't worried about no NIL when you got Shaq Diesel as the GM of basketball operations. But Mikey Williams' second chance is here, and hopefully we get to see him play in the NBA. Man, say no more.
This shit slap, my nigga, you know I'm going dumb. You staring hard, little mama, like where I know you from. The kid basic and I ain't gotta say shit. I'm out of this world like a motherfucking spaceship. If you knew better, you would put me on your playlist. If you knew better, you know I...
Welcome back to Say No More Media. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell right there. Man, let's get straight into it. Say no more. I don't think it could be a better head coach for this job than Mike Bibby. What he was able to do for the Sacramento Kings, the career he had there in Sacramento, and now he is loved by the fans, you know, with what they did in that 2002 finals where they should have went to the finals when we all know they was cheated by the Lakers and it came out that they were cheated by the referees, allegedly, so I don't catch them. But yeah, Sacramento State has been putting in that work, and as you know, they are moving to what they're calling the Hornet Pavilion, a actual basketball facility on campus. So, man, this is huge because Sacramento State now has a stadium. They got a jumbotron. They got a stadium, you know, and I think the seating capacity is around 3,200 people, and it's going to be done, you know, before the season starts. It should be done. And, you know, you're going to need it because when you got Mikey Williams and his social media following, and you also got Shaqir O'Neal powering your top recruits that came to join Mike Bibby at Sacramento State, you're going to need all the room you can get because it's going to be packed house. And they already talking about running that Princeton offense when they getting up and down the floor. You might see 5 guards on the floor at one time. You never know. Now, Sacramento State already had a scrimmage with New Orleans out there in New Orleans. And shout out to Master P Miller. He built a brand new jumbotron for the Louisiana basketball team. And you know, with him being the president of basketball operations over there and Shaquille O'Neal being the general manager for the Sacramento State basketball team, you know, they had it cracking out there in New Orleans. So shout out to the scrimmage they just had. But yeah, just to dive a little bit more deeper, that was crazy, into the Sacramento State roster, like all 14 players on the Sacramento State roster have been brought in by Mike Bibby and his recruiting staff, Shaquille O'Neal, you know, as far as like basketball operations and their recruiting, all 14 players are brand new to the program. There's nobody returning from last year's team. 0. Everybody here is brand new to the team. There's 14 players on the roster. It looks like 10 of them are D1 transfers. They only got 2 high schoolers and they got 1 JUCO transfer. So they getting straight to it. You know, Mike Bibby was looking for some direct college experience already, and they do have a Division II transfer. So yeah, so they're looking to that transfer portal to go ahead and fill up their roster. And they got 2 local players on the roster. They got a sophomore named Jaden Teat. He transferred over from Utah, but he played at Capital Christian High School, which is in Sac. And then they got a freshman named Mark Lavrenov, and he played for Rockland High School, and he was the all-time leader there, getting over 2 bands. They're not super big in size, I think the tallest person they have is 6'11", but they got a lot of like intermediate, like 6'2" and 6'6". So they're guard heavy. Put it like that. The Sacramento State team is guard heavy. And of course they had Shaqir O'Neal transfer over there. He's a senior on this year's team. He came over from Florida A&M. He's about 6'8", 200 pounds, can really shoot that rock. And look for him to be a factor this year. He's not like his pops. He's not like Shaq Diesel, who was dunking on every brute force, just dominant in the paint. He's more of a Paul George type, you know, from the frame to how he plays to how he shoots the ball. Recently, I seen an interview where Mike Bibby says he plans on averaging 90 points a game and getting up and down the floor. He wants to create turnovers. He wants his defense to lead to turnovers. So he wants to press the ball, get turnovers, and get buckets, like plain simple. So you know Sacramento State's going to be playing in the Big Sky Conference. This is the 30th season playing in the Big Sky Conference. So, but this is kind of iconic are legendary because this is going to be their last season playing in the Big Sky Conference, as in 2026 they're moving over to the Big West Conference. You know what I mean? So they'll join the Big West, and then over there they got Cal Poly, Bakersfield, Long Beach State, Cal State Fullerton, UC Irvine, UC Riverside, UC San Diego, UC Santa Barbara, Utah Valley. You know, but they do have some larger schools on their schedule that they will be playing this season. So those are the big games I expect from Mikey Williams to, you know, use his experience from playing at UCF already. And, you know, he was originally committed to Memphis. But, you know, everything he's persevered outside of high school, dealt with some legal troubles. But he's really an innovator of his time, to be real with you. Like, that NIL really started with Mikey Williams and LaMelo Ball. We got to talk about it right now. Like, Mikey Williams was a social media phenom. He backed it up. You know, a popular amongst his age group. And he was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Nationally ranked, chose to commit to Memphis with Penny Hardaway up there. Unfortunately, ran into some legal troubles that, you know, he wasn't able to go his freshman year. He spent the season at UCF, but now we see that he's back over here at Sacramento State. And I definitely feel having somebody like Mike Bibby, Bobby Jackson, Shaquille O'Neal, and his staff surrounding him, we should be hearing Mikey Williams' name called in the next 3 seasons, because I do believe he's only listed as a sophomore as far as his eligibility. So, yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Mikey Williams does this year, and can't wait. Now, their first game begins. It's a home game versus Dominican on November 4th. So, yeah, that's around the corner. That's just about a week away. We're going to be seeing the Sacramento State basketball team in action, and it's a home game, so I know it's going to be cracking. They got a brand new arena, the student section, you know, the alumni. It's going to be huge. Pause. It's going to be a big opening night. Then, of course, some of the more important dates, you know, on their 2026 season is the Big Sky Tournament, is March 7th through 11th. That's out there in Boise, Idaho. And, you know, the first day of the NCAA tournament starts March 17th, you know, so they play an 18-game Big Sky Conference, you know, 9 at home, 9 on the road, and that's going to be beginning on January 1st, and then as well as all their non-league games that they're playing. So Sacramento State begins the season with 3 straight on the road, 3 straight at home, and then 4 of its first 5 at home. So, you know, Sacramento State's going to be rocking. They're really going to be able to bring in that fan base. And just like kind of like the Oregon Ducks, the Sacramento State basketball team will be rolling out 3 brand new uniform sets. The all white for the home, the all black for the road, and the neutral green for the first time in school history. And you know that the last name of each player will be displayed on the back of the jersey. So, you know, with the new basketball landscape, with the transfer portal, the NIL money, you know, the brand deals that these student athletes are now making, they're damn near professionals now. You know what I mean? So with you know, somebody like Shaquille O'Neal being your general manager and all the endorsement deals he can get these kids, what a better team to play for. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these kids are looking for that second chance, leaving schools in the portal, and that could create a very hungry team. So, you know, I'm really keeping my eye on Sacramento State this year and seeing what they're able to do. Some of the players that I'm going to mention right now is number 9, Jeremy Cherry, a 6'11" senior. Of course, you got number 8, Shaqir O'Neal, a 6'8" senior. Number 1, 6'3" sophomore. Yeah, like I said, Mikey Williams is only a sophomore. That's crazy. He got 3 more years plus probably a COVID year. So technically he got 4 more years to get to the league. Shout out to him. At number 13, Isaiah Bronson, a 6'2" freshman guard. Number 34, Jeremiah Nyarko. Looks like a 6'9" senior. Taj Glover, 6'3" freshman. Number 2, Mark Lavrenov, another freshman, 6'8". Number 32, Jaden Test, a 6'2" sophomore, and Prophet Johnson, a 6'3" senior guard. Point right here, bro, where it's like, for the transfer portal, you got how many seniors on this team as guards and forwards? Not even a true center on this team. Really, Jeremiah Cherry will be considered a center at 6'11", but who starts? Who gets playing time? You know, as a senior, that's stuff you have to deal when you're building a brand new team for transfer portal players. But I know Mike Bibby will be able to keep everybody's egos in check. You know, there won't be nobody jealous of anybody for playing time, hopefully, because that's the type of cancer that can destroy a team internally. But tell me what you guys think about the Sacramento State basketball team and, you know, them being coached by legendary Hall of Fame coach Mike Bibby. Like, comment, and subscribe. Drop your comments on the channel, what you think Mikey Williams is going to do this year. And as always, say no